Have you ever wondered why the hands of a clock move clockwise? It's a small detail we hardly notice, but there's an intriguing story behind it. Let's dive into how the movement of shadows, early inventions, and a little geography have shaped the way we tell time. The reason goes back to sundials, the original timekeepers of ancient civilizations. Sundials use the shadow of a central stick, called a gnomon, which moves as the sun crosses the sky. In the northern hemisphere, this shadow travels from left to right, in the direction we now call clockwise. When medieval clockmakers in Europe began building mechanical clocks, they modeled them after sundials, keeping the same left-to-right clockwise motion. And just like that, the direction became the standard. But here's the interesting part. This could have been completely different. If clocks had been invented in the southern hemisphere, it might have been opposite. Down there, a sundial's shadow moves counterclockwise. So, we could all be setting our watches counterclockwise if history had a slight twist of geography. Here are some clock facts that might surprise you. The word clock comes from the Latin clocca, meaning bell. Early clocks were used to ring bells to mark the hours. Before clock hands, early European clocks only had bells, no faces. People had to listen for the bells to know the time. Clockwise didn't become a word until around the 1800s, centuries after clocks had already become widespread. It's funny how a simple design choice centuries ago can stick with us today. So next time you glance at the time, remember, those hands could have been going the other way. If you loved learning this tidbit of time trivia, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with a friend who's also a fan of hidden history. And hey, keep moving clockwise.